Welcome back everybody to the Lotad Lounge. For any of those that saw my video a few weeks ago, or happened to stumble across anyone's video that was involved in this event, this past Saturday, April 5th, 2025, I participated in a big online Pokemon TCG tournament with a bunch of other Pokemon TCG content creators here on YouTube. It was an amazing time. It's just been really cool to see us all just come together for this event and just everyone just trying to have the most fun time they can. Now in this tournament, which was called the Creators Cookoff, I played through the first 4 rounds and just missed out of getting in the top 10. I placed 12th. Yes, I know I technically didn't just miss getting out on top 10. I was 2 places behind, but still, to get that close to the top 10 was, to me, that was a win. My record for those rounds was 2-2-0. Now unfortunately, I didn't stream my participation in the tournament. I would have loved to, but there's some things I'm missing for having a stream set up. But I did record my participation in the event. All 5 hours of it. So instead of impossibly trying to trim that down into one cohesive video that's still enjoyable and still enables you to see the games being played, I figured I would break up each round into its own video. So for the next few days, you're going to see deck videos of each of the 4 rounds I played in the tournament. That way you can see each round in its entirety, and you can see the deck's work / not work. There was a few brutal moments that you're going to get to see. So let's get today's deck video started, and I'm going to show you the deck I built for round 1 in the Creators Cookoff. Let's get to the deck list. So our card we had to use for round 1 was Meowscarada EX. Meowscarada EX has the Banquet Magic ability. You must discard a basic grass energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. It's not too bad of an ability, to be honest. Meowscarada also has the Scratching Nails attack for 2 colorless energy. It does 100 damage plus if your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters on it. This attack does 120 more damage. I'm glad one of the cards for our rounds was Meowscarada EX, because I've had an idea for a deck video for a while now for Meowscarada EX. Meowscarada actually has a pretty perfect partner. That partner is Glaceon EX. Glaceon EX has the Frost Bullet attack for 110 damage for 1 water and 1 colorless energy. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Now what did you just do before attacking with Frost Bullet? You used Meowscarada EX's Banquet Magic ability and put 30 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Now if you did that to one of their benched Pokemon, and you had Glaceon EX in the active ready to go, then you've attacked with Frost Bullet and put 30 more damage counters on that Pokemon you just put 30 on, putting it up to 60 damage counters. That way on your next turn, you can use Glaceon EX's Claw's attack for 1 grass, 1 water, 1 dark energy. Knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon that has exactly 6 damage counters on it. So between Glaceon EX and Meowscarada EX, you can perfectly set up your opponent's bench for knockouts. They're actually pretty perfect partners. We're also going to use Monkey Dory's Adrena Brain ability. That way we can, for sure, get something on our opponent's bench up to 60 damage counters, because if you don't know, once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark energy attached, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is another pretty good card for this deck. Now you all know me, and you all know my playstyle. I tend to be kind of janky, but using Dodrio's Zooming Draw ability, where once during my turn, I can put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon and draw a card, allows me to start building up damage counters pretty early on my side. That way I can utilize Monkey Dory's Adrena Brain ability fairly early and hopefully have a grass energy in hand at the time to discard for Banquet Magic. There's a lot of moving parts to this deck, but if it gets set up and you don't get screwed over by the luck of the draw, it works! Now of course we're utilizing Terra Orb to go get that Glaceon. That way we have other methods of finding it without having to burn an Ultra Ball to do it. We're also going to be using Counter Gain in this deck, just because it's a fairly decent Pokemon tool, honestly. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, attacks used by the Pokemon this card is attached to cost 1 colorless less. It can be pretty useful if you're running behind. And of course Sparkling Crystal is our ace spec of choice for this deck, just because we want to be able to utilize Glaceon EX's Claw's attack for just 2 energy. And it also allows us to use Frost Bullet for just 1 energy. Pretty much if you're running a Stellar EX Pokemon in your deck, you're going to use Sparkling Crystal. There's no way you're not. It's just too beneficial. Our energy count for this deck is 4 dark, 4 grass, and 4 water energy. I do feel like you should have a few more extra grass energies in deck, but I couldn't really figure out what to cut to make room for them. In round 1, this deck popped off unbelievably well. Now before we continue, if you're interested in trying this deck out for yourself, the deck list can be found in the description below. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for this deck to help improve it in any way, you can drop them down in the comments below. I'll try them out sometime and I'll let you know how they worked. Now with all that extensive dialogue finally out of the way, let's get to round 1 of the Creators Cookoff Tournament, and let's just see how well this deck really did. So a few things I forgot to address during the intro to this video. First off, I had to record the entirety of it in OBF, which means I had to use a webcam to record me. Well, that also means I had to utilize OBF's chroma key feature to key in my green screen background. So parts of me during the duration of these tournament videos are going to be transparent, like my hat for instance, so hopefully that won't be too much of a distraction, because I can only tweak the settings so much with my current setup. Second, my opponent for this round was Discount Charizard, so be sure to head over to his channel and check out his content as well. And lastly, this deck idea was inspired by a comment I got on the original Glaceon EX and Vaporeon EX deck video. The comment was left by ZitlaxOch8, where they put forth the idea of running Glaceon EX and Meowscarada EX. Now as you can tell, this was a while back because they mentioned Radiant Alakazam, which is now unfortunately illegal due to rotation. But I still really liked the idea and I really wanted to mess with it. And with Meowscarada being the card pick for round 1, this was my chance. So thank you, ZitlaxOch8, for your idea, and I hope you was able to make the deck work for yourself as well. And now finally, let's see how this game goes. Double Nest Ball and Buddy... Bro, perfect, perfect. Get me those. And we can get our Monkey Dory. And we can get the Maractus. Do we need to get the Maractus right now, though? I don't know. Let's go ahead, honestly. Let's go ahead and grab it. That was a really good opening hand, honestly. I will go ahead and switch. Maybe. Don't you tell me this bugged out on me. Well, I was going to switch. There we go. And yeah, let's go ahead and attach that. And we will pass the turn. Good opening hand. Could have been slightly a bit better, but it's fine. It's fine. They got their buddy now. Ooh, okay. Meowscarada Uxie spread? That's actually not bad. Don't Iono yet, my man. Don't you Iono yet. I need this Dodrio right here in my hand. Okay, good. They're playing Jacques. And they're going to Hero's Cape. Okay. I do like to see some Hero's Cape. I do. Go ahead. Attack. 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 Man, they better be glad they got that Hero's Cape because they would have lost that Sprigatito right there. Oh, when it's knocked out. I thought it was when it's attacked. I misread that. That's my bad. So yeah, I'm not really for sure what happened to the commentary audio. It just started crapping out and skipping around and all that, and just became very distinct, and it just was all garbly. So I'm really hoping that it straightens itself out at some point during this 5-hour recording I did for this tournament, because I'm going to be a little bit sad if the entirety of the commentary track is just garbage. But we'll take that as it comes, and we'll see if we can use it in the rest of the upcoming videos. Thank you all for watching today's video of Round 1 of the Creators Cookoff Tournament. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for the video for Round 2. Hope to see you all there, and also one more big thanks to Discount Charizard, my Round 1 opponent in this video. I wasn't for sure what he had up his sleeve when I saw that Uzi come out in the start of the game, but thankfully for me, it seemed like he had a little bit of a hard time drawing what he needed to draw. I know that pain all too well. I have been there. That's usually what happens to me when I play anytime. But this deck works surprisingly well, and I hope it works as good in the future, because I may just come back to this deck at some point. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, you can hit that like button, and you can hit the subscribe button to stick around for a while if you want to see more content from us as it comes out. And until the next time I see ya, you all take care.